The next chapter is inverse trigonometric function. You know the definition of a inverse function, a bijective function f from x to y. Bijective means it is both 1 and onto function. There exists a function g from y to x such that g of y equal to x, where y is equals to f of x, then g is called the inverse of f. The inverse function exists if a function is both 1 and onto. Inverse exists only when it is both 1 and onto. In general, that is called as a bijective function. If it is both 1 and onto function, then you can define another function g from y to x. That means if you take a function f from x to y, the domain and codomain becomes interchanged in this g, such that g of y equal to x. Here y belongs to y and x belongs to x. Already we know that from this function y is equal to f of x. Then if this exists, that means f is both 1 and onto function, we define a function g from ulta of domain and codomain such that g of y equal to x, then g is called the inverse of f. That we learned in the relation and function chapter. Now inverse trigonometric function, that means the inverse of some trigonometric function. Some in trigonometric function you know that are sine, cos, tan, cosecant, sec and cot. These all are the in trigonometric function. Before we have to understand inverse of that function, we have to check that sine function is a 1 function or not. There is a bijective function or not, we have to check. Is it sine function is a bijective function? By take a graph of a sine function, that is sine theta is equal to x. Here theta is our domain and x is our codomain. Theta is varies from this whole line, that is all are in degrees. The angles are in the x-axis and our codomain is x. Let us take a whole real number. What is the value of sine changes? You know that sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 90 is 1. Correct? We know all the values. We know that sine 0 is 0. Sine 90 is minus 1. Sine 180 is 0. Sine 270 is minus 1. Sine 2 pi is 0. Correct? It goes on. Therefore, you can clearly see that our codomain varies from minus 1 to 1. Correct? In the whole graph, the codomain varies from minus 1 to 1. Here maximum is 1. Here minimum is minus 1. Therefore, our range value in this one, that is x value, varies from minus 1 to 1. You can see here our domain set. It is all our domain set. That is 90, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, so on, 5 by 2. Correct. You see here the value of sine 30. You know that sine 30 value. Sine 30 is pi by 2. Sine 30 is pi by 2. Sorry, sine 30 is 1 by 2. That is half. Sorry, sine 30 is half. Also you should see that sine 150. Sine 150 value is also 1 by 2. Correct. Both sine 30 and sine 50 is 1 by 2. Our codomain value is same, but our domain value is different. You know the definition of 1 function, that is for a unique domain it must has a unique codomain. But here our codomain is same, but our domain is different. Therefore, this is not a 1 function. For that, to find the inverse of sine, first we have to restrict the value of theta. See here, if I restrict the value of theta from 0 to pi, this is a straight line. The value in this and this domain is changed, but codomain is same. Therefore, we have to restrict the value such that our codomain and domain value must be different. Let us restrict the value from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. I will restrict the value from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You can see here the value is different for a domain, for a different codomain. The codomain value changes from minus 1 to 1. For a minus 1, here 1 value, here 1 value, here 1 value, here 1 value. Similarly for here also. And my domain value also is different. Here minus pi by 2, 1 value, minus 1. Here also another value, here also another value, here also another value. Correct. Therefore, if I restrict the theta value from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, I will get a different domain for a different codomain. Therefore, I restrict the theta for minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. For this value of domain and codomain sine, the sine varies from theta to x. Our domain is theta and a codomain in x. Our theta is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and our x value is minus 1 to 1. In a sine inverse function, we know that in an inverse function we have to exchange the domain and codomain. In the sine inverse function, our x is the domain and theta is the codomain. In the sine inverse varies from x to theta. Our x is the domain and theta is the codomain. X value varies from minus 1 to 1 and theta value varies from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here the graph is straight, here graph comes to ulta. That is the domain value is minus 1 to 1 and codomain value changes from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is the sine inverse graph. The next is cos. Before going to inverse of a cos function, let us take one important definition, that is theta is a codomain, correct? Theta is the codomain. In an inverse trigonometric function, our codomain is also called as a principal value function. This is called as principal value function. The next is inverse of a cosine function. We know that a cos value, that is cos 0 is a 1 here, 0, okay, cos 0 is a 1, cos 90 is a 0 and cos pi is minus 1, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. We know that. Here we take this one. We have to restrict again, we have to restrict the theta value, that is 0 to pi. Here we are restricting the theta. In a cosine function, we are restricting the theta from 0 to pi and our codomain value is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So x value is minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1 and theta varies from 0 to pi. In the inverse value, we know that our domain is x and codomain is y. And x varies from minus 1 to y, 1 and y theta varies from 0 to pi. The next is inverse of a tangent function, that is tan theta is equals to x. Theta varies from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. It is strictly greater than, because it is an open interval, because we know that tan theta is equal to, tan is equals to sine by cos, correct? Sine by cos. In the value of 90 degree, that is for 90 degree, cos 90 tends to 0. It tends to, for a theta value of 90 degree, it tends to 0. It tends to 0 means this whole value tends to infinity. This whole value tends to infinity, therefore it is not a well defined. Therefore we are taking the value of x is from minus infinity to infinity, that is whole real number. Our theta value varies from minus 90 to plus 90. This is strictly greater than, because when at 90 degree cos tends to 0, it whole function tends to infinity. Therefore it is restricted to open interval minus 90 to plus 90. The inverse of tan is the x value varies from minus infinity to infinity, that is whole real number, and theta varies from minus 90 to plus 90. This is the graph of a tan function and a tan inverse function. The next one is inverse of cosecant function. Cosecant function is, you know that cosecant is equal to 1 by sine. Cosecant is equal to 1 by sine. For some value of theta, cosecant is not defined. Where which value? Sine 0 equal to 0. When sine 0 equal to 0, 1 by 0, it tends to infinity. Therefore, cosecant is not defined when theta is equal to 0. Therefore, our theta varies from minus 90 to plus 90 except 0. Except 0, at all the value the theta exists. Therefore, our domain value, that is domain value for cosecant, is a minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. That is in the inverse function, this is a codomain. Correct? What is the domain here? It comes to inverse function, that is becomes a codomain. Therefore, theta is varies from minus 90 to 90 except 0, and our x value is, you can see here, it is greater than 1. It it is a greater than 1 and it is less than minus 1. In between these minus 1 to 1 there is no function exists. In between minus 1 to 1 no function exists. Therefore our x value is varies from this whole real number except minus 1 comma 1. In the inverse of secant function you know that it is 1 by cos. Secant is 1 by cos. Cos is doesn't exist when theta is equal to 90 degree. You know that cos 90 degree is equal to 0. The whole value tends to infinity when theta is equal to 90 degree. Therefore our theta is lies between, theta belongs to 0 to pi except that is minus pi by 2. At pi by 2 it doesn't exist. Therefore the theta varies from 0 to pi except pi by 2. It is our domain in secant and it is a codomain or a principal value branch in our inverse of secant. What is the value of x? Here similar to this one. The x is a whole real number except minus 1 and 1. In minus 1 to 1 the function doesn't exist. Next is inverse of cot x. We know that tan. Cot x is a 1 by tan x. In the tan we know that the domain is a whole real number. Here also whole real number and our codomain is minus 92. Plus 9 minus 92 plus 90 but except minus 90 and plus 90, therefore it is a open interval minus 92 plus 90. In a tan, here in a cot it is 0 to 90 because cot is equal to 1 by tan tan 0 is 0, it tends to infinity. Therefore this is not valid at theta equal to 0. Therefore cot value is varies from open interval 0 comma pi. Understood? Therefore the domain value is 0 to pi and a codomain value is a whole real number. To learn about the inverse trigonometric function, we have to know the domain and range for a inverse of a trigonometric function, that is sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse, secant inverse, cot inverse. You have to know the domain and range. Here the list of domain and range of a trigonometric function. Okay.